In today's video, we have a very special one for you. It is going to be our Thanksgiving special, which happens to also be a late night special, and it's going to be an extra short and quick video. So I hope you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving today. I hope it was a great time with family, great food, and I hope everybody's in good spirits today. I am certainly feeling that way, and I'm excited to present this weather forecast for you guys. We do have two very interesting eastern storms to discuss, as well as some activity in the Rocky Mountains. So we're going to go through all of that. But before we do, be sure to check out Prestige Weather in the description and pinned comment down below, as well as the top right corner of your screen. It's only $5 a month, and we do consulting for individuals and businesses alike. Be sure to check it out today. Let's dive into things. And first off, we're going to move past today into tomorrow, and we are going to be full-blown snowing here for a lot of the Southern Rockies, some of the plains here. This is going to include areas like Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, Idaho, Nebraska, and Kansas. Now, obviously, your lighter blues are going to be lighter snowfall and more sporadic. Your darker blues there are going to be a little bit more persistent and heavier snowfall. But for the most part, we have snow showers and flurries going on for all of those states. There, just about 9 or so states, is certainly a whole lot. Let's keep going towards Saturday, because that was pretty much all we had to discuss there. And similarly, I mean, we just have some heavier snowfall ongoing for some of the plains. That's going to include Nebraska, Kansas, a little bit of Oklahoma there as well. Let's take this towards Sunday. And as you can see, we do have plenty of warmer temperatures surging for the east out ahead of this big cool down. Pretty intense situation, and this cool down is really going to move in quickly. Sunday's going to be pretty nice for the southeast. Maybe even a bit of Monday. We'll see what ends up happening. We do have snowfall that needs to be discussed here for the upper Midwest and Great Lakes especially, but some of the northern plains as well. I think that's worth noting. Monday, I mean, as we're working our way through the morning and into the evening, we're already going to be cooling down. And I think the interesting thing here to discuss is cold air is racing in. The center of the trough is right about here at this point, and it is going to quickly move eastward. So this is by Sunday afternoon. Let's see Saturday afternoon, and or better yet, Monday afternoon. And the center of the trough is all the way maybe over here. So we see this cold air really surging in at some point between Sunday and Monday. And with this quick moving system, we also have a really quickly developing nor'easter off the mid-Atlantic coast. Obviously, by this point, which is overnight Sunday into Monday, we see just a lot of storminess up and down this pocket here, kind of this egg-shaped area here that we're noting. And we are going to see a little bit of a nor'easter develop here near the Delmarva. If this takes a little bit longer, we could see a lot more snow. Where there's still enough of a window with 90 hours for this thing to pick up steam and be a little bit worse than what we're anticipating right now. This is a very interesting storm. We see it develop, and we see snowfall for Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. And quickly, by the time we're reaching Monday afternoon, this storm is racing up into the New England area. And we do see cold enough air for snowfall moving in now. So you see a lot of greens and blues in here, but if this was heavier precipitation, I'm very confident that it would be in the form of snowfall, not this kind of mixed bag of precipitation. And we do see kind of a lot of that happening in this pocket here. And it moves out kind of too late for anything to really develop out of this. My evidence for this cold air being cold enough for snowfall is that there is tons of lake effect snowfall occurring at this point. This is Monday into Tuesday now, so November 27th into 28th. And snow showers kind of just around as well. By this point, our low is up in Canada, and most of this heavy snowfall is happening in Canada. But if by, let's say, later on Monday, so if by this point on Monday, this would be about 8 p.m., if let's say this low was near kind of the Cape Cod area, so this is only a couple 100-mile difference, and models are off by that much very frequently, we would be talking about much more in this range especially. So I want to keep my eyes peeled, and I think you guys should too, for this type of storm to really surprise a lot of folks. Obviously, there's always the chance that this moves in an opposite direction as well and looks a lot warmer and rainier, but also it could look exactly like this too. So there's a lot of variables here, but I think with the racing cold air, this low developing in a hurry, and then the cold air being very intense, this leads me to believe that this could be a system that ends up overperforming or being more than what we're seeing here. We end up with this cold air that lasts all the way from Monday through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday perhaps, so gets us to the midweek, and then we get this next kind of warm up before our next cool down. So if you're getting the trend, I mean, we're getting these progressive patterns where warm air sneaks in and then cold air is right behind it, but a majority of the time is spent in those colder patterns. Also, over this whole pattern, we do get storms usually on the forefront of these colder air masses, and that's pretty typical. And also notice that kind of by the later portion of this pattern, we do begin to get more storms kind of moving in through the northwest again. So that becomes kind of more of a common trend once more as we move towards the end of November into the beginning of December. I also want to note that as this cold air mass is moving in, this is going to be by Saturday the 2nd, we do have a 1,000 millibar low pressure system here. And we do end up seeing some wintry weather in this area, and it actually just progressively gets more wintry as we move through Saturday into Sunday. As it moves offshore here is a 988. So this is a very rapidly intensifying system as well. We do end up getting kind of a New England snowstorm as a result of this. Is it possible? Yes. Is it very far out and probably going to look different? Also, definitely yes. So something to watch, not something to be concerned about yet. It's really something that we need to get closer to really figure out the details. We do see our next snow system here in the upper Midwest, and then actually the one after that now over the Rockies. So at this point we'll do this. So number 1, number 2, and then number 3 snowstorms over the United States. Are any of them necessarily major? Not really. I'd say the most major is this one up here in the Northeast, but with the trajectory and how it kind of intensifies very late, it doesn't end up being a super major system, but any of these could really begin to develop here, like the Rocky system or the upper Midwest one, and begin to look a lot more major. But again, this is still 240 hours out, so we need to take this with a grain of salt. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this very special Thanksgiving video. Comes out very late because obviously I was spending time with friends and family, as I hope all of you got to do as well. Holidays tend to be a very slow day for myself, at least on YouTube. I don't know how other YouTubers fare, but a lot of you are spending time with family and friends and not watching YouTube, which I love. I'm happy about that. I think that it's a day that everybody should be spending time with loved ones. So this, is a day where I don't really think about, necessarily getting the video out and doing a full video in the morning, because I just know that most everybody is not on YouTube. So I just wanted to make sure I got something out to you guys, as this is very exciting to me. I was looking at it this evening and wanted to make a video on it for you guys. Be sure to subscribe. We do upload videos, not quite like this one every single day. They're usually longer and much more detailed, but we do upload every day, so you can do that. Also hit the bell icon for daily notifications when we upload, so you never miss one. Be sure to like the video if you did enjoy it, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.